finals, first place just gets a seed in the VIPL in Korea.
Yep, that is super interesting here. VIPL Korea stays, of course, and remains as the top league. The name itself says it, the Vainglory International Premier League in Korea here from OGN. This is where all this leads to. And of course the points are what matters for the big and grand live finals we will have for that. So for the teams who are asking themselves like, oh my god, I missed that first qualifier, is there another one? Yes, there will be another one.
Yeah, so keep your eyes open after this qualifier is open for the announcement on that. But in the meantime, Gamers2 and TeamQueens are again duking it out here in the quarterfinals. The lane matchup is actually going relatively even. It's only about 5 minions difference between the two, but here comes a gank on the mid lane. Not going to really be much happening from that though.
Yeah, it was a bit dangerous, but Redix here, of course, with the right feeling, going back in the right time, and Arcane had the ultimate up, and now they take the advantage, getting onto that Scarf, and look at that, they don't let go, and, oh, Solar Storm for Tondo, but nothing else happens. Well played from Gamers2.
Yeah, that's one of the most risky times to be in lane, is honestly right after your own junglers visit the lane, because as soon as the enemy team sees the junglers and the jungler and the roamer move up there, that's instantly a sign for them to make their way up as well. So once your two teammates leave, all of a sudden now you're the one stuck in the 3-on-1, and that's exactly what happened there for Upfire.
Well played here from Dark Potato, who is able to go so far without dying, and Dingo in the end he wants to kill Tondo but doesn't succeed. That was a good call here from TeamQueens, going for 2 kills on Gamers2.
Yeah, TeamQueens are doing a really good job of anticipating the aggression from Gamers2 and meeting them in their own jungle and taking advantage of the fact that they are just, that is their half of the map. They have easier access to it, and they're playing it really well, picking up those 2 kills, evening up the kill score at 4 apiece.
So let's see the next few minutes. The gold miner is for Gamers2 now, digging that gold. Almost filled 50%, so it might get interesting here very soon. Tondo Arcane here. Let's look at the item builds. Upfire here, of course, rushing. Oh well, he's rushing Broken Myth. He has 2 Heavy Prism. That's very interesting. Arcane going for that very aggressive attack speed first with a bit of defense. That's totally fine. I like the aggressive start here. Dingo is rushing the Fountain. Dark Potato has up the Shiver Steel, so that is very deadly. If that guy is gonna jump on you, you're most likely not able to escape. And there is the stun. Yeah, go ahead.
Big fight coming up. It's going to be Arcane going down to the Solar Storm. Dark Potato continuing to chase onto Tondo, trying to jump out, but Upfire just wasn't far enough away for him to really get any kind of escape. And just like that, it's another 2 kills for Gamers2. Very back and forth match thus far.
Wow, what a play. But they are ahead almost, like, oh yeah, more than 2,000 gold, 2.5 roundabout. That's very good for 10 minutes in such a top tier match. They are pushing the first turret. At least they try to do. Upfire here, of course, able to place the goop, set it on fire. A lot of AoE damage coming. Dingo, yes, there you see this Spitfire. It hurts even after 9 minutes 45.
Yeah, not only the Spitfire, but also again that turret damage is still incredible in this for finishing off this tournament. So it's going to be doing a whole lot of damage to try and tower dive. That's the one, honestly, one of the biggest changes from the 1.7 into 1.8, and then even 1.8 into 1.9 is the way that those turrets interact, because they did have to do that hot fix.
Yep.
Partway through 1.8, but everyone should know that the turrets are very painful. As you can see, they actually are not staying under them, and as soon as the turrets start doing, like, they take maybe 2, maybe 3 shots and are immediately backing out.
Exactly. So for all those who missed the first minutes in terms of technical issues or whatsoever, ultimate drop first by Tondo. Oh, Radix.
Great reflex block from Redix
Yep.
to walk right through the gauntlet wall and not get caught out there.
Oh, Dark Potato going for Arcane here. They want to take the kill. Upfire able to cast the ultimate. There comes the Solar Storm. He has to back up. Firing all the damage in the wrong direction. Tondo here, the last survivor, but he is most likely to fall as well to Dark Potato. And he does. Ace for Gamers2. And if you guys just tuned in, welcome to the quarterfinals. Gamers2 versus TeamQueens here. 9-4. Tasty Bacon with me from North America, casting this epic match so far. It's the first out of 4 matches for the night.
Yeah, big fight again for Gamers2. They're taking just small advantages in the lane, really, is where a lot of the advantages are coming from. And I feel like that's a nice adaptation for them. They've made their name thus far on just being super aggressive in the enemy's jungle, constantly looking to invade. But TeamQueens has really countered that extremely well and has been ready for it, and has killed them multiple times in their jungle. And so Gamers2 just says, alright, you know, you're going to be prepared and defending your jungle so heavily, we're just going to go into the lane and start picking up kills there.
Alright, Tondo here, he has the fountain up as well as Dingo has here the top 2 supporters. So far it's a it's much likely up to them if a team fight succeeds or fails. And especially from Tondo with the gauntlet drop. Wasn't that good, the gauntlet he dropped so far, but Arcane, look at that catch from Dingo, and look at the ultimate, they're going all in on him, and he's going to fall. What a play from Radix once again.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a little bit of a mistake here by TeamQueens. You know, even though you lost one of your members, Rona was nowhere in sight, and they just burned everything. Like, there's nothing that... So Celeste can sit there and keep dropping the heliogenesis, but the ultimate was down, the stun was down from Catherine. They could have just tried to return a kill there, but instead just completely backed off and giving up map pressure to Gamers2, and that is exactly what you don't want to be doing. As now we see Dark Potato again going into the enemy jungle, picking up a couple of camps, and just denying gold away from TeamQueens, and their gold lead is just ever expanding now on the side of Gamers2.
Yeah, that's looking very solid, and we are checking now on a technical issue where we don't hear Tasty Bacon that loud, but we will check about this. So for the next couple of minutes, I try to talk as much as possible. So guys, gold lead, yes, what Tasty Bacon just said, I'm going to repeat it. It is just going bigger and bigger for now. 7,000 after 1337. What a time here to remember, and that gold lead is very solid for Gamers2. The core items been set up. Radix is on the Broken Myth, is on the Eve of Harvest. Dingo has the Fountain of Renewal and the Clockwork. Dark Potato, Breaking Point, Atlas Pauldron, and Shiver Steel. I mean, that is very hard to counter. And let's look here, Tondo, he has the Fountain of Renewal, bit of Dragonheart HP, bit of armor. Upfire, yes, Broken Myth core item as well. First, he picked that one, and secondly, he's going to go for the Eve of Harvest. And Arcane, he finished the the Breaking Point as well. And Tasty Bacon, welcoming once again here. Welcome to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see Scarf going for that Broken Myth first item, if only because it's... You know, it's usually used to be able to burn through any shield that the enemy heroes have, and you know, early on they're not going to have that shield. I mean, obviously they're, because of the lead that Gamers2 has built up, they do have, you know, the Aegis already completed on Redix, and very likely another one being built here by Dark Potato. But they didn't have that previously when, you know, the Broken Myth was completed. So it's almost a, you're not getting as much of a return on it as you could.
And they tried to do the Kraken when it came out of the pit, but I think they forgot that there was a little change, that you can't capture the Kraken in the time where she is coming out of the pit. And Radix is going for it, and I think that is such a risky call. There comes the gauntlet drop, and the ultimate from Scarf is going to prepare. What a stun from Dingo! They can't turn it! Once again, here they are taking the Kraken, and what a fight here from Gamers2, but it's not ended yet.
Yeah, that was a huge stun by Dingo. You know, obviously one of the big combos is the Arden and Scarf as they're going to continue this chase in between the two turrets and get that third kill. Kraken buff healing them up. Now the Ace buff going to do the same. And that is just a massive, massive play from Gamers2. I was saying the Scarf and Arden is such a huge combo. And being able to just dive through and stun the Scarf, prevent that ultimate.
Wow.
It was absolutely game-changing.
It was super important, the stun here from Dingo. Well placed, and look with that core collapse. They're going directly for that guy, and I think this can be GG after just 16 minutes here. Almost 17 minutes. Very hard here for TeamQueens to counter that. Wow, Gamers2 well prepared for the top opponent here. So far, Upfire picking up a double kill. Maybe, yes, he will.
Yeah, maybe a little too late though, as Rona is devastating this crystal along with Kraken. And they do kill the Rona, but now will they be able to kill Kraken in time?
Oh my god! Yeah! Wow, look at that health bar. It is just one or two. It is one Kraken slap at least. But as we know, it's going to regain here the HP, and therefore, as you can see now, filling up once again. So the question is, will Gamers2 rush it down, or are they trying to just do some picks onto TeamQueens? And this is now a very problematic situation. If a comeback from TeamQueens is possible somehow, that will be the most epic match we've ever seen on VGL.
I think so. I mean, I love the decisions here from Gamers2. Knowing that the enemy team has a Scarf and a Krull, they are a very, very late game oriented. And so what do? They just try and end the game before it gets to that point. I mean, they made such a huge push there. They have a very early to mid game team with this Celeste, the Rona picks. And they absolutely played to their strengths and tried to make it happen. They didn't quite get the win there. It was so close, but I mean, we just saw how effective Upfire can be if he can get that ultimate channeled and doesn't have it stunned right off the bat. It can absolutely melt through this team.
Exactly, but I think now comes Dingo with the stun there, going for Arcane, the first target, with the core collapse. Well played from everyone. They are much likely to finish up that game, and there comes the ultimate. Not hitting Upfire here, but the tank, he's using the regeneration from the fountain. Lockdown on Upfire, and that can be, and I am pretty sure that this is the first match here for Gamers2, but we are playing, as we know, a best of 3.
Yeah, definitely a very, very strong performance from Gamers2. I mean, 12th seed versus number 3 seed, but I think one of the big differences with Gamers2 is, yeah, they're a team of the names weren't particularly known beforehand, but Gamers2, being a full-blown esports organization, they have support staff to help them out, and I think, you know, the difference that has made is abundantly clear from the way that their run they've made through this tournament.
Alright, item builds, we talked a lot about them. Don't need to recap this here, so back to us. Alright, once again, welcome back. Sorry and apologize for the